Obi-Wan Kenobi, the finale. I really enjoyed it. I was satisfied by this episode. Obviously, I mean, it's no spoiler that there was going to be another showdown between Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader, and it made up for the weird, wonky kind of first showdown that they had in episode 2 or 3? I can't remember which one. It was the 2. I can't remember. It was weird. There's parts of it I liked, but when it came to this final showdown, holy shit, it was good. It was good. The problem that this series had, the ultimate problem that this series had, was you felt like there was no stakes because you knew who survives. I mean, obviously, Obi-Wan's going to survive, Vader's going to survive, Leia's going to survive, Luke, Uncle Owen, I mean, they're all going to survive because obviously you can't break the canon. So you knew that people, they can't survive. But then you kind of wonder, like, okay, how are things going to resolve itself? And to be honest, man, I thought, some of the things that happened, especially during the showdown between the final showdown, wow, really great. Like, there's some, like, I want to watch it again just because I thought, man, that was actually... Woo, that was pretty good right there. I was like, look at you. That's good. I like that. Look at that. Oh. Really good stuff. So, yeah, it was a great love letter to the prequels. I'll say that. But yeah, it's just, it's interesting because, I think even Kathleen Kennedy and Deborah Chow probably even said, like, well, it was meant to be a limited series and that's about it. And you kind of feel that because they leave it open. They definitely leave it open for more. But at the same time, when it came to this initial story, they don't leave like a cliffhanger, really. Because, there's only so much you could really do when it comes to, like, okay, you have a story where Leia gets kidnapped, little Leia, and then Obi-Wan Kenobi goes after her, and Darth Vader's after him. And then, of course, the whole Reva thing was, Reva? Her story came to fruition. It got better. Still, it was like, okay, whatever. At first it was kind of like, Jesus Christ, what the hell's going on with this character? I just don't know about it. And a lot of people didn't. And then of course Star Wars called everybody racist, but no. But at the same time, it got better. Her story arc did get better. And, the way that wrapped up was like, all right, that's cool too. I like that. I actually liked what they did there. But yeah, I mean, I think that's just what the problem that you face when it comes to fitting a story into, canon that everybody knows is, well, we all know that person's going to be okay, that person's going to be okay, that person's going to, there's not a lot of stakes. But so they did their best of trying to be like, hey, there are some stakes here. Let's just see how these people get out of this. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they do try to do a season 2. I think I saw somebody on my Twitter timeline that said, for season 2, don't have Luke or Leia or Vader. Don't have anything of that. Have Ahsoka, because obviously we're going to have an Ahsoka series. Have Ahsoka in it and tie it more to the animated series, I guess. You could maybe still have some Anakin stuff. That would still be all right. I think you could still have Anakin stuff, but leave the Vader stuff, maybe not so much, but try to tie it to, Clone Wars a little bit more. Have Ahsoka in it, have a little adventure where Ahsoka's present in it, maybe. So maybe they'll do something like that. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, they might make a Vader series. Yeah, they might. They actually might do a Vader series. Who knows? That could be a possibility as well. I've always said that, there's very much a thing you could do, but I just don't know how much they could do with it, But we'll see. But basically, I enjoyed the series. It wasn't consistent for me. There was a couple times where I was like, and then things where I was like, oh, and then and then oh. But the last 2 episodes were actually, it was, I really enjoyed the last 2. The last 2 episodes were that was just the best parts of the whole thing. And it was satisfying. It was satisfying how it ended and all that stuff. So we'll see.